There was a time when I was thinking that I don't have talent, I don't have good instrument, I don't have money, I don't have girls, I don't have nothing, and other people have everything. Like, he had a talent, he had money, good instrument, he passed and he got graduated in Berkeley or other great school, and he's so lucky, and I'm not so lucky. And I was depressed and angry, I was jealous about those things, until I realized that these things is just depends of your perception of reality. And once I switched to another point of view, I became most lucky man on this planet. Now this is really important, what I'm gonna say to you, because if you're gonna listen it and you're not gonna apply it to your life, it's not gonna work. You need to use this information, you need to take it and practice in your daily routine, in your life. Just take it and practice it, otherwise it's not gonna work, and you will say later on, oh, he's just another lucky guy. You need to try it by yourself, and you will see that your life is gonna change. In 5 years you will not recognize yourself, and you will think, oh my god, if I would knew this 5 years ago, I would never believe this. The idea of that helped me to switch my perception of reality is one of this idea is philosophy of Tao. The main guy who helped me to change my mind was a philosopher from China. His name is Lao Tzu, and he said there's not gonna be a poor people without rich, there's not gonna be happiness without sadness, there's not gonna be failure without winning. There is dual things, our world is dual, and so if you find yourself in an unfortunate situation, there is some part in this situation that will balance it, and you just need to open your eyes and look for it. That's it. That is so simple, but you need to train yourself to not going in deep in your emotions and drag down, but find advantage in any situations. For example, I tried to pass audition for cruise ships, and I failed 4 times. And once I get my contract, finally COVID happened. So unfortunate, you said. But I said it was so lucky because I stuck at my house. I don't have a job, I don't have nothing, but I had my passion to music and wanna play for people. And so what I started doing, I start do my TikTok, I start to play my original music. I found advantage in this situation, and I get my first audience, and I get a lot of followers on TikTok when I was in Russia. This is unfortunate or luck. I would say it's definitely luck, because it's pushed me to discover myself, to discover that my music is good and people like it and people wanna hear it. Another situation, I applied for education in Amsterdam, and they said I'm too old. Unfortunate? No, I think I'm lucky, because instead of spending years and just wasted my time and money in this place, I can still travel and learn from people. I'm still free, I'm not stuck in one place, and I can find the way how to study and learn things by yourself without spending a cent. And you can probably spend some money on courses, but courses is more focused on some things that you really wanted to achieve. You just need to find the right things that you want to achieve, and then you spend less money. You don't need to go in university, where after you graduate you will probably struggle with find some job. For example, I'm working with bass player who finished his conservatory in Amsterdam, and he is in the same position with me. He has same salary that I do, but he spent 4 years in this university. For what? To get the skills and get the same job. You can get the same skills by yourself. You just need to practice right things. That's it. That's simple as that. To build connection, you say. Yes, I agree with that. You will go there and you will build connections with other musicians who spend a lot of money for their education. Is it useful connections? I'm not sure. I would prefer have a connections in show business where I can get money for what I'm doing. Instead of spending $80,000 a year for education that after you will graduate you will have a debt or you will just struggle to find a job, instead of this you can spend time and money to educate yourself by yourself, learn what you really need in real life and get experience. Get real experience of real life. That's more valuable than you will stuck in this place where all musicians are just hanging around. That's it. So if you don't have $80,000 a year or you don't want to spend all this money, that's video for you. All you need to do is just develop 3 things in yourself. The first one, you need to define your passion. Passion is important. That's gonna drive you to try to find an answers, not in the area of your passion, but you will try to connect every area aspects of your life, how you can use these skills to your passion, like I do. Everything that I do is connected with my music. I learn sales, I learn social media, I learn working out. Everything is connected to my music. I learn psychology. I apply this to my music. Everything is going to my music. Second thing, you need to define your purpose. If you have strong purpose, nothing can stop you. You're gonna be broke. For example, I had the time when my instrument just fall down and it doesn't work, and I just start study saxophone, and it was unfortunate. You say no. I found another way. I start practicing without instrument, and can you believe that? It's worked really well. It's helped me to develop my focus, my concentration, because when you practice without instrument, you cannot lose your concentration. You practice, and if you think about something else, you stop practicing and you understand, oh, I'm not practicing anymore right in this moment. And after 2 weeks, when I fixed my saxophone, I pick up my horn and I played all this exercise that I practiced without saxophone perfectly. I was so surprised. It was unfortunate or luck situation. I discovered this trick and I tried by myself and it's worked. What helped me to go through this situation? My passion and my purpose. Why I wanna play music. What is inside me. And what's the real reason? This answer you need to find by yourself. I can tell you my real purpose, but it's my purpose. You need to define your purpose. There is some techniques that can help you. There's another topic. Let me know if you're interested. And last thing is your discipline and habits. Why is this important? You have a goal and you start with huge step, and then you burned out and you okay, maybe next time, and then 1 month later you said, oh my god, I had so much plans and I did nothing. Why? Because you don't have discipline. Discipline will throw everything, this noise from your way. When you have discipline, you build a habit, and when you have a habit, everything became easy. You don't need to push yourself to do, like to go in gym every day or something. You just get used to it. That's the thing. And to build a habit, you don't need spend so much energy. You don't need get big results. You need start with small steps. You're doing small steps every day for next 2 weeks. You get a habit, and then you just adjust little by little. You adjust the amount of exercises, or doesn't matter. If you're gonna practice every day, okay, I'm gonna practice every day for 10 minutes, and then after 2 weeks you'll say, okay, I get used to it and it's more easy for me to go and practice, because 10 minutes it's not so much, and you adjust 5 or 10 minutes and you practice 20 minutes every day. So easy for you. And then later in 3 months you will practice 1 hour, because it's just your habit. And you can build habit how to enjoy your practice as well. When you practice 10 minutes, you practice with joy, and then for you will be practice 2 hours a day, will be so easy, and you will see the results that you're gonna achieve will be amazing. Use it. When you learn something, try it right away. The same day, start to do this. You wanna build a habit? Find something that you want to work on. Make a small step, not so hard, and start to do it every day. Build a habit, start build the habits today. Write your passion on paper. What are you passionate about? Write your purpose. Try to write your goals, like what I want to achieve in this month, what I want to achieve in this year, which person I want to be, how I want to look like, how I want to sound like, how much money I want to get, which place I want to live, which car I want to have. All these things you have to put on your paper. You need to know where you're going. If you have strong purpose, your passion and discipline, nothing can stop.